You probably have asked this question before. Why do people try to build without permits? There's a good reason why people don't get building permits. Because building and safety departments just suck. It is that simple. I'm mostly referring to the Los Angeles area, like the downtown LA, Van Nuys, around here. But building departments are almost the same all over. People are willing to pay to get permits, but only if they were easier to get. The problem is that permits are not easy to get. Every step of the way, it is an excruciatingly painful process. I deal with this often. Government employees do not want to listen to their customers, which happens to be you, the taxpayer, the people who actually pay their salary and whom they were supposed to help in return. So no, they don't. Some engineers feel empowered by the lack of accountability, often getting things wrong because they did not take the time to listen to you at all. There's still no consequences to them. The taxpayer, again, meaning you, is financially responsible for their errors, and they are protected against lawsuits when errors are committed and cannot be proven as intentional. In a corporate environment, any error, intentional or not, can cost their jobs. But in the city, nothing. They need to be held to the same standards. They need to at least show some concern or personal responsibility to the outcomes of their own decisions. It even got worse after COVID-19. Before, employees were afraid of pissing off contractors. Some contractors can be very persuasive in person, especially because they have a no bullshit tone of voice that often could be heard in building departments in a form of shouts. I'm sure it is because they deal with rough construction workers, and also because this profession allows for very short fuses. But years back, even security guards were added in the LA building departments because of such occasions. So in person, government employees had some level of accountability, especially because some contractors look like they have nothing to lose. And I have to add, some are known for being concealed carriers. What I mean is that while looking employees in the eyes, contractors could see to it that paperwork was being expedited. No one wanted to be the broken link in a chain with possible immediate and violent consequences. So the contractors could actually get permits and could get things going. But now, not anymore. Before I go any further, please follow and subscribe to my construction content. We notify you when the videos come out, so go ahead, like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Coming back to building permits. Nowadays, all permits requests are mostly placed online. Building departments employees can simply ignore emails with questions. Homeowners beat their heads against the wall trying to acquire simple permits, having to hire several levels of engineering for small builds and small repairs. So on the top of it all, employees of building departments have a particular power given to them that's called discretionary decision making. These discretionary powers simply means that they can make a decision based on their own assessment of the situation, especially if the rules are not easily found on the books. So they can make up stuff. Even if they lie to you and later you find that the actual rule is stating otherwise, there are no consequences to them. They can just laugh on your face and go on with their lives. So if the engineer is having a bad day, good luck getting any approvals. There are no incentives for good outcomes anyway, and no punishment for bad outcomes either. So departments are run like drug dealing operations. Take it or leave it. No accountability at all. Government employees are rude to the people that they were supposed to be helping, and they're not helping them get any permits. They just send them off with a big no. If anyone asks more than 2 questions, they are sent to hell or to another department, even if that department has nothing to do with what they needed. Again, no accountability. I have seen it happen many times. Constantly being sent to the wrong department, being ignored for hours, city employees watching empty screens or chit-chatting to each other, and while People are waiting there for a long time. These are common occurrences experienced by anyone who expedites permits. I have seen with my own eyes. The building departments do not make it easier on customers. The taxpayers get treated like an inconvenience on their jobs. Moreover, city departments generate incomes whether a permit is issued or not by issuing fines. Let me explain this a little bit better. Due to the way that the system works, they get at least double in revenue when they catch an unpermitted structure. There is no incentive for them to streamline and be effective on issuing permits. If they catch an illegal building structure instead, they get double the money on permit fees and demolition has to happen, in which case the fine still remains. It's a big win for the building and safety. City departments should make the processes easier on people and everyone will get permits to get their construction done. I see that clients are willing to pay big bucks for permits, but these permits take so long and get to be so complicated that people decide to skip the process altogether and just take the risk and build it without a permit. Something has to be done about it. If you have had the same experience acquiring permits, forward this video to your local representative. Ask them for city employees' accountability in the permitting process. Ask them to intercede and streamline the permitting. Ask them to provide engineering services to small repairs and rebuilds, preferably based on pre-approved prescriptive details. You know, those forms that you get in the city with drawings already. The city has hundreds of engineers sitting all day saying no to people way too often, but not giving them any clear direction to people seeking permits. Tell your representative that your vote will go to somebody else if they do not help you with this. Believe it, they will listen. If enough calls come in, they will make the changes. They will go to City Hall and address the right people. I will need a new job after this video, I'm sure. No more permits will be issued to me, but you know, I have an idea. Vote for me. For this election, Joyce Walker for council member. Before you forget, subscribe and like this video. Memorizing all that I have to say here is not easy, dude. Thank you for watching another one of our videos here at Explanation, where finding a solution to your construction project is my #1 priority. I hope you have a wonderful day. Keep on smiling, and until next time, stay excellent with Explanation.